As mentioned in a previous video, Panerai watches beginning October 3rd would begin issuing digital passports. The name of the watch means a protective covering. October 4th, 10-4. My dad used to get on a CB radio and he would sign off with 10-4. It's an acknowledgement. It's like saying, okay, with 10-4 being such a big focus lately, we have to wonder, is someone acknowledging something? We have the emergency alerts, and the Pope has already released his Laudato Si Part 2. The last thing I expected to see on October 4th was an image of a giant statue, but when I opened YouTube this morning, that's exactly what I saw. I will read what the wording says so I don't have a copyright strike for the background music. The giant experience, the Odyssey begins. Explore a digital wonderland. Enter the world's most advanced scanning theater and travel to the fourth dimension. You become a giant. The world's most spectacular selfie. Become your avatar. And prepare to be transported through the multiverse. Let's look at what the definition of avatar is. In Hinduism, it is a manifestation of a deity or released soul in bodily form on earth, an incarnate divine teacher. The second definition is an icon or figure representing a particular person in video games, internet forums, etc. The word comes from Sanskrit avatara, which means descent. According to Daniel chapter 3, this was a golden image whose height was 60 cubits and the breadth thereof 6 cubits. 60 means 60, so 60 and 6. According to Google, a height of 60 cubits and a width of 6 cubits would be approximately 90 feet. The height of the giant statue is 10 stories. A 10-story building is approximately 100 feet. This is one of many representations of the giant statue. It's touted as a tourist attraction. You can have your face scanned and suddenly you become this giant statue. The website says, Awaken the Giant in You, the Giant Experience, Dublin's newest visitor experience, presents visitors with a new genre of immersive digital art which is unlike anything they have encountered before. Visitors are scanned in Ireland's only volumetric scanning theater, and their moving image is displayed on a spectacular 4-meter-tall LED-clad giant head, resulting in the world's most awe-inspiring selfie. The Giant Experience immerses visitors in the world of giants. The engagement includes a brief journey to the land of giants and giant slayers from legend and mythology to the giants of Irish civilization, the great men and women who have shaped our culture and society. To the global game changers, those geniuses whose contributions to humanity have given us artistic, scientific, and other remarkable treasures. And finally, to all of us, everyone has creative potential and the promise to develop their talents. So let's break this down. The Odyssey begins. What does Odyssey mean? An odyssey is any long, complicated journey, often a quest for a goal, and may be a spiritual or psychological journey as well as an actual voyage. Explore a digital wonderland. What does digital mean? Digital is expressed as a series of the digits 0 and 1, typically represented by values of a physical quality such as voltage or magnetic polarization. Meaning 2 is of a clock or watch, showing the time by means of displayed digits rather than the hands of a pointer. An example of 0 and 1 is binary code, such as you see on the Abraham Accord coin. Wonderland is defined as a land or place full of wonderful things. Enter the world's most advanced scanning theater. The definition of a scan is to look at all parts of something carefully in order to detect some feature. And travel to the fourth dimension. What exactly is the fourth dimension? The fourth dimension is time. You become a giant. Even though we know what a giant is, let's look at what the definition is. It's an imaginary or mythical being of human form, but superhuman size. In astronomy, a giant is a star of relatively great size and luminosity compared to ordinary stars of the main sequence and 10 to 100 times the diameter of the sun. Giants in the Bible were the Nephilim, the fallen ones. The world's most spectacular selfie. The definition of a selfie is a photograph one is taken of oneself, typically one taken with a smartphone or web camera and shared via social media. Here's a brief article that describes ways to take a selfie that will change your Instagram. 2 Timothy 3, verses 1 through 5. But mark this, there will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power. The next part of the giant video says, become your avatar.
With me. He pulls the whole of humanity, all of mankind, saying, come, you want to God? I'll give you God. Not that I can see God, I can show God to you. That's what they mean. These are very special people. And these people we give special name. They are not santa, not saints. They are avatars. They are able to take whole of humanity to God. Not for themselves, for the whole of human race. They can say, we can lift you all. So whenever you hear of all these marvelous avatars, say Buddha, say Ram, say Krishna. This is what they are depicting. These are super personalities who can not only experience God for themselves, they can give God to others. And they are so powerful that the Hindus say, look, you can't even call them human who are telling us to find God. They are actually God on earth. God coming down to earth.
This National Geographic article asks, what is the multiverse? Scientists can only see so far before they run into the edge of the universe. Will we ever know if anything lies beyond? This next description says the multiverse theory suggests that our universe, with all its hundreds of billions of galaxies and almost countless stars spanning tens of billions of light years, may not be the only one. Instead, there may be an entirely different universe, distantly separated from ours, and another and another. Indeed, there may be an infinity of universes, all with their own laws of physics, their own collections of stars and galaxies. If stars and galaxies can exist in those universes, and maybe even their own intelligent civilizations. Revelation 18:4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. The definition of a plague is a noun form, a contagious bacterial disease characterized by fever and delirium, typically with the formation of bulbos, such as bubonic plague, and sometimes infection of the lungs. Any contagious disease that spreads rapidly and kills many people.
But I have this against you, that you tolerate that woman Jezebel, who calls herself a prophetess, and is teaching and seducing my servants to practice sexual immorality and to eat food sacrificed to idols. I gave her time to repent, but she refuses to repent of her sexual immorality. Behold, I will throw her onto a sick bed, and those who commit adultery with her I will throw into great tribulation, unless they repent of her works. And I will strike her children dead.
There is a storm coming like nothing you have ever seen.
The storm is coming. Make sure you are prepared.